This is the first of a series of videos that I'm going to be covering now and then over a period of time about depression. It's amazing how common it is and how many people have it. I keep wanting to make videos about fun stuff, and then I keep ending up doing the heavy, dark things. But anyway, it's important. There's so many people depressed out there, especially when they see other people having a successful life, a fun time, better off than them. It just makes it worse. So, and I know a lot of it's perspective, and people are going to say not to get, the material things don't matter, and they don't. But don't compare yourselves with other people. That obviously is the first step, but we can't stop doing that. It's human nature. That's what we do. So how do you deal with depression and what causes it? Now, I have an ebook on it at marcusebooks.com. You can just jump right to that. Or you can watch me talking about it, because some people just like to watch me talk. So here I am talking. Anyway, depression is, and I've been through it too. I've been through, especially in my 20s. The 20s, for some reason, is like I said in an earlier video, are the worst years because you don't know where your life is headed. You're on your own. You don't know if you can survive. You don't know where the money's come from. You got relationship issues, blah, blah, blah. So for me, it was the 20s and part of the 30s. It's where you really don't know why you're here. And that's a big issue with depression, is if you don't have a real driving goal for life, if you don't have a mission, a purpose, a reason to exist, you're just going to feel depressed. And I think that is kind of the core, other than, of course, not eating right and being chemically messed up, which is a big issue with now. But I'm going to get into that in another issue, because people don't want to hear me lecture about food and how that affects you, because you are just a series of chemical reactions. But that's what people don't want to hear. What they want to hear is something a little easier. So I'm going to get more into something that is, because there are people who do eat bad and smoke and drink and still have a great life. So what is the difference? Well, one of the differences is you have to have a sense of accomplishment. You have to have a sense of purpose. You got to wake up in the morning and be excited about something. Don't just keep putting it off on someone else, like it's my child's purpose to do that. I just created the child. And I guess it's okay to support somebody who is doing something great. That's kind of a halfway thing, but that still doesn't quite make you jump out of bed in the morning and go, I can't wait to work for this person today and help them and support them in their mission. Most people don't jump out of bed for that. They jump out of bed for something that's for them personally. And it doesn't have to be big stuff. It doesn't have to be world-changing, like stopping a country from going to war. It could be just from creating something, having a hobby, something that makes you excited to get up in the morning, like even if it's just something fixing up around the house type thing. Today I'm going to clean up the garage. I was looking forward to this, and I'm finally going to do it. Today I'm going to paint the house, clean up the mess, clean out garbage. Start with stuff that you can handle. Stop being depressed and comparing yourself with other people who are doing major things. They all started somewhere small too. So the real thing that you should start with is whatever you personally can handle, whatever you personally can get excited about. Even if it's just going to the hobby store and doing a little project, something, anything. Clean up your house, get rid of some garbage. Go help a person. There's always people less fortunate. That's a good start. If you're going to compare yourself with people, compare yourself with those less fortunate than you. There's always people less fortunate than you. So it's all just a matter of opinion, of what you think depresses you. But you got to have something that you get excited about, that you look forward to. If you don't have something to look forward to, then there's no motivation. And this is what I think depression is. This is the core of depression. And that is, if you have a purpose, if you have a reason to live, a reason to exist, a reason to create and benefit and give something to the world, that's producing, that's positive energy, that's you're creating something, that's boosting energy. Whereas if you have nothing, no purpose, you're just there to just wash dishes and support the husband and what? At the end of the day, you're like, what? Am I just a maid? Am I just a servant? Am I just, and some people like that. Maybe that's their contribution. They're the greatest maid in the world. They're the greatest housekeeper in the world. Fine. If you're happy with that, fine. Then you're not depressed. But I'm talking about people that are depressed, that are not happy with their situation, who think they can do more, think they can have bigger things to give to the world. Well, depression is when you feel that you're not boosting the energy and putting something out there that's creative, that you're actually wasting energy. You're a waste of resources. You're just draining the world of food and air and water, and you're just like there. You're just existing, and that makes you depressed because you don't feel like you're putting anything back. Animals in nature, they always give back what they take. There's always a balance. There's a lot of people out there who just take. They just take food, they take money, but they don't really put much back into the world. And that's, I think, ultimately, they're all depressed. And that's why they get more into drugs and alcohol and whatever it is, the things that they, boost themselves chemically with to make themselves feel good. And the chemicals always have a crash afterwards, which makes them feel worse. So there is no, even sugar gives you a crash afterwards. There's no shortcut. You don't, and you know what? When you have a purpose, when you have a sense of accomplishment, when you have something to look forward to, you don't need the alcohol, the drugs, the pot, the sugar, the people always making you feel good on the internet. It's amazing how people are addicted to that. They need people, oh, you're so great on the internet. Like people you don't even know. How real is that? But if you create something physical, something that you can physically say, I created this, even if it's just, you saved an animal from dying, drowning in your pool, and you save a little bee or something. That is a sense of accomplishment. You did something for the world. It doesn't have to be big, huge world. That little insect you save, that somehow ripples out to the universe. It's the start of positive energy rippling out, as opposed to negative energy. Because negative energy is a drain. Negative energy is like a black hole. It sucks energy. People that are depressed, they suck the energy from the people around them. That's why people avoid negative, depressed people, because they know their energy is going to get drained. Nobody wants that. People are drawn towards people that are positive, that are putting something out to the world, people that are contributing, because they get energy from that. It fuels them. If you really want to gain energy, start by looking at people that make you feel good, that give you inspiration. Maybe I'm one of them. People that give you energy, that make you feel good. So go to them, look them up on the internet, follow them. Don't compare yourself with people that depress you. Don't think about people that depress you. Don't think about situations, because the more you dwell in that energy, the more you're just going to get sucked down and be worse off. So the first step is, if you want to have more positive energy in your life, put yourself in a place where you feel more inspired, where you have more positive energy just by matter of osmosis. You pick it up. Don't go to things that drain your energy. If you're in a bad relationship, and this is a big cause of depression, is people are in a sucky relationship. They're with somebody that drains their energy. And they think that somehow it's going to get better down the road. If I help this person, if I save this person, everything will be wonderful. If. People usually don't change. Whatever you're with now, it's probably going to be that way indefinitely. If you want change, the only one who's going to really make the change happen is you yourself. They don't want to change. You're the one that wants to change. So make the change in yourself. And if they don't want to be a part of it, then go on and live your life that you deserve, that you want. This is the first step to getting out of depression, is needing and having something to look forward to, something that excites you, something that gives you a sense of purpose, no matter how small it is. Even if it's just cleaning up that spot on the floor that's been bothering you for weeks, or the mess that's in the house, or getting rid of half your clothing because it's just clogging up the closet. Start with things that you can handle. The time will come. The more you make way, the more you make room for something, the more of a vacuum you create for the new things to come in. But if you're a hoarder, if you're wallowing in just the mess and stuff, it's going to be really hard to get out of that and not be depressed. The more you get rid of, the lighter you get. The lighter you get, the easier you move through life, and the more lighter, happier, positive energy you have. So that is numero uno. It starts with you. Stop waiting for the money to come through. Stop waiting for your friends to accept you. Stop waiting for the person you're living with to make you feel better, or for them to change. or for some drug or miracle herb to make you feel better. Those things might help a little bit, but that's after you've done the big thing. And the big thing is your sense of purpose. Create something, fix something up, build something. Don't say you don't have money. When I was a kid, I got some paper and some Elmer's glue and I built little realities. I built a miniature Disney World and it was just a hobby. I didn't do it because I wanted to be famous. I did it because it was fun and I enjoyed it. And I looked forward to waking up and building another piece of it. And it got so big that the local newspaper found out about it. They wrote a story and then Disney World found out about it. And they flew me down there and I became famous. New York Times ran the story. Now, I didn't end up becoming a model. I did actually for Hollywood for a while, but that wasn't my purpose in life. It was just something I did, but it got the positive energy flowing. It showed me that just by taking some paper and Elmer's glue, I could create a new reality. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own little thing that they like to tinker with. It doesn't matter what it is. Just start doing it. Anything that makes you look forward to anything. Just start doing it. And somehow that will lead to the next thing. And you don't need to know what the next thing is. The road of life doesn't show you what's 100 miles down the road. It shows you just the next stepping stone. Whatever feels right to step on, that's the stone you step on. Even though everybody else is saying, no, don't step on that. Step on that one. Listen to you. This is your path, not their path. Okay? Whoosh, whoosh. Some people need that. They need a good whack in the face to get back to reality. Stop wallowing in self-pity. Nobody wants to be around that. Nobody's going to come save you. You're just going to scare people away. Nobody wants a whiner. Not even you. So stop it. You're draining your own energy. What you need is something that boosts energy. And no one's going to do it but you. So the first step to getting out of depression is you. It's not a stuff you take. It's something that you change up here. It's how you look through life. And usually, whatever it is something you've been thinking about and looking at every day you get up. You walk past it and you say, someday I'm going to change that. Someday I'm going to fix that patch on the wall. Whatever it is, whatever that someday thing is, do it now. Because that's your first step out of depression. I hope this helped. This is one of the series. Make the world a better place, because negative, whiny people, they drain the world. We want more positive people. Stay tuned for the next video. Subscribe to this channel, marcusnews.com. Get on with your life.